Radhe Radhe everyone. Also Jai Mata Ki because Chaitra Navratri is going on. So why I decided to make this a small video because a few days ago I was interacting with some young students in their early 20s maybe who were attending this spoken English class. So when I talked to them and I asked them that what challenges do you face when you try to speak English, uh, specifically the spoken English. So most of them told that they have this confidence problem, and while they are speaking, trying to speak, they are becoming very conscious. Okay, and sometimes they also lack vocabulary and words. Maybe later on they can figure out what was the right word to use at that time, but at the moment they blank out. Okay, so my recommendation to them was that you should take this process of learning English or any language in a fun way. Okay, don't take it too seriously, because believe me, as far as my experience has been, you don't need to be very serious about learning English. Okay, you don't need to take some massive steps or put yourself into some rigorous process. If you will enjoy the process of learning, the better you will do. And this thing of acquiring the skill of speaking English, it takes time. Okay, so the best you can do is you try to put yourself in English environment the most of the time. So what you can do about this, you can select some friends who are like minded, who also are interested in learning the language, so you can talk to them. Try to input more and more English content. So the process of learning is very simple. You try to read more and more English content, you try to listen and watch to more and more English content, and then after you have done this input work, you try to write more and more in English. You try to text, WhatsApp and all that more and more in English. You try to speak more and more English, and make sure you are not worried about whether you are speaking correct or you are making grammar mistakes or you are making pronunciation mistakes, because if in the starting you will be very careful about this grammar and pronunciation, then you will struggle to learn the language. So there was little bit of interruption, that's why I changed the place. So I was telling that in the beginning you don't need to worry about grammar aspect. Maybe some of the teachers or some of your guides would be telling you that you should use a grammar book, and you should of course you can use a grammar book for reference later on, but you don't expect yourself to speak perfect English right from the starting, because that is not possible, and even if you will try to do that, you will fail in learning the spoken English. Okay, so you just try to get the feel of the language. That is more important, and believe me, I'm once again telling you that this English learning process is not a very serious one. It is a continuous process. It's not a very serious one. Okay, so try to engage in 30 minutes to 60 minutes of English speaking kind of thing on daily basis, and believe me, within 6 months or a year or an year at max, you will notice a very significant change. Okay, so I would want to end this video. I don't want to make it very long. Let me see what kind of response I get. So my tips are that what I used to do, I used to watch many English movies. Okay, I was I got this excuse to watch English movies for myself, not to take permission from anyone. I would give myself an excuse to watch English movies with subtitles, because I thought that that's how my language would improve. And believe me, watching English movies, more and more of them, a lot of them, has improved my English a lot, has improved my pronunciation and fluency in English a lot. Also, I used to read few English novels also, so they're also very helpful. When I was young, when I was a kid, I was recommended that you should read newspaper to improve the English, but I don't know, I never found that thing very interesting. So in case you find newspaper reading interesting, you can do that, because that also gives you a standard English content. But if you are also like me and you find reading newspapers boring, then that's not an issue. You just watch any English content, read English stories, or watch English movies, like I said before. All the only thing necessary is that more and more English must be input in your head, okay? And don't worry about making mistakes at all, because removing the mistakes or refining your language is a later part of the process. First, you need to achieve the friendliness with the language, okay, the fluency with the language. So I would end now. I don't want to make it long, and I will assure you that if you follow these tips for at least 6 months, you will notice a very significant change in your language, because I'm telling that to you out of my own experience. Okay, so take care. All the best. Radhe Radhe.